Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. We're at the Winter Garden Theatre where legendary composer Andrew Lloyd Webber has just unveiled a fully immersed 360-degree music video of the song You're in the Band from his upcoming musical School of Rock, the musical. We caught up with Andrew and his co-creators Julian Fellows and Glenn Slater.
It was my son actually who showed me a 360-degree video this summer of a rock band, and I thought, well, this is interesting because it was a kind of static camera shot basically, but with the band all around. And so I started to read about the medium, and I wondered what would happen if one actually staged something specifically for it. Because I was just curious, because one of the things that obviously intrigued me is that it seemed to me to be inherently rather theatrical, because you couldn't obviously edit it. I mean, what you do, for example, the 4-minute video that we've made, you can't edit it because you simply can't. Everything is staged and is all happening, and no one take will be the same. So it's a one-take video that you see. Everything you see is done live, and I find that really rather interesting. And I kind of did this to see what the potential of the whole medium could be. And while we were doing it, we just realised we were onto something completely that none of us had ever done before, because you have to stage not only for what's going on behind you, in front of you, around you, but above you and below you.
There's a sort of moment when it all starts to become real, you know, and it gives you such a thrill every time, actually.
What's it been like working on this musical?
Oh, I've loved this musical. It's so full of energy, and the kids are absolutely fantastic, as you're all going to find out. I mean, they are really extraordinary, and I can't believe it because they're so young. You know, I thought from the very beginning, I wondered if we were going to have to make them older, you know, in order for it to be realistic. Absolutely not. These are little children playing like professional rock stars. I mean, I can't tell you, it's an extraordinary thing to watch.
And collaborating with Andrew and Glenn, what that whole process has been like.
No, all of that's been lovely. And Lawrence Connor, the director, really the four of us have all got on very well. I mean, I'm very thrilled because I wanted to work with Andrew ages ago, and we sort of fooled around with this and this. And then this was the one that was right for us both, you know, and the timing and all those other elements. And I already loved the film. So I didn't have to sell it to myself, you know, I loved the film. And so it was kind of a dream come true, and it was nice. I mean, I've loved Downton, it's been a fabulous journey, I have no complaints, it's been marvellous. But to come onto something that was totally different, you know, was very refreshing and interesting and exciting, really.
We've been rehearsing for the past month, and the energy is through the roof. We cannot wait to get this in front of people.
What has the whole experience been like collaborating with Sir Andrew and with Lawrence Connor, your director, and of course with Julian Fellows?
Well, it's been a remarkably smooth collaboration. It's just we're all on the same page and everything's going very quickly. Working on this particular show with Andrew is, you know, he's the father of the rock musical, pretty much. He's the one who brought rock to Broadway in the first place. To be able to come back with him and bring it all back home is so exciting.
What's that collaboration been like? Do you work here, he works there? How do you all work together?
We actually wrote a lot of this together in the room. It flowed very quickly. You know, I'm a younger generation, so I know a lot of rock music is just sort of at my fingertips, and Andrew sort of was steeped in it during the 60s, so the conversations flowed very fast and furious, lots of references thrown into the mix, and it just spilled out of us.
What was today like for you?
Well, it's just a bit of a first. I mean, I find it rather odd sort of pretending that I'm Steve Jobs introducing some kind of completely new technique when I don't even have a mobile phone because I can't work them. So, I mean, I sort of felt rather like a kind of imposter. But the thing is about this 360 is that you can't you can't do anything except in one take. You can't edit, you see. So I mean, because everything is around you at all times. So it's a totally live experience. In the actual fact, what you see on this thing is genuinely and totally live. It's 4 minutes done in one go.
And I love that you've done it for Broadway, first time.
Well, you know, it's. I just thought, well, why not? I mean, I saw a video with a rock band, and I thought, this is fine, you know. But I mean, they're not using this thing for anything. What would happen if you actually staged something genuinely for this technique. And so we spent 3 days in a rehearsal room, and I tell you, it's you have to be like a hawkeye, because you watch it on something, it looks like a kind of animated school photograph of 180 degrees, and of course the ends of the photograph are where it comes round, so you have to watch every single thing, every single character, to make sure that everything is actually making sense. And it sort of takes me back a bit, because I'm a great believer in the importance of music to kids, and I really believe that our politicians on both sides of the Atlantic don't realise how important music is in education. And in fact, my foundation back at home, we have 3,000 kids now who we have in it, and who we give free music tuition throughout their entire school time. And so, in a way, this is sort of taking me back to Joseph the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. It started in a school in 1969. It set me on the road, really. Never did we really think that something that started in a school hall would one day, as it did, make Broadway. And this is like going back and having a great deal of fun with the kids who we've got in the show here.